The Museum of Indian Culture was established in 1980 on land that was once inhabited by the Lenape. And after opening, the museum directors decided that their mission would be to preserve the cultures of various Native American tribes. However, after being open for just a couple of years, it became abundantly clear that the museum's main building, as well as the land surrounding it, was indeed haunted. Patricia Rivera, the museum's head director, decided she was going to get to the bottom of all this spiritual activity. In 2011, the Museum of Indian Culture became part of Discover Lehigh Valley's Haunted Special, a project that would bring paranormal investigators from an organization called FEAR to her facility.
When FEAR came in here, this was quite interesting. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, we heard a crash boom. And when we came downstairs, we had a 10 by 14 picture that was propped up against the wall on top of a shelf. And in front of that shelf was actually, in front of that picture was actually small little lightweight corn husk dolls. That picture, for the first time in 7 years at that time when I was here, was apparently picked up and slammed on the floor. Those corn husk dolls didn't move, but it seemed as if somebody was a little upset that we had investigators here for the first time.
It's thought that the spirit initially upset with the investigators was a man named Charles Bieber, a German immigrant who built the house in which the museum currently resides in the year 1750. FEAR investigators concluded that the museum staff never made peace with the Bieber family, and so Pat would have to speak directly with Charles in order to explain why they were in his home.
I'm here talking, and as I'm talking, I literally am having a hard time breathing, which I thought was very strange. The FEAR group actually set up their cameras in an opposite room, and what they were showing was, as I'm not able to breathe, that there were blue orbs that were literally at my face. And as I'm explaining that the reason that this, meaning the Museum of Indian Culture, actually inhabited this particular building was because it was scheduled for demolition. And so as I'm explaining this, the orb started backing off, and it appeared almost to be sitting next to me, and at that point I could breathe again.
After that, it did seem the Bieber family spirits within the museum were at peace. However, the Biebers weren't the only spirits present. In fact, the attic became a main source of concern. There were rumors that people had been pushed while upstairs, and others said they heard unsettling growling noises when in the attic alone. That's when Pat decided she would have the building blessed.
From that, it was almost sad and a little creepy at the same time, because we were so used to the noises. From somebody being in the curator's office when nobody was there, the drawers opening and shutting. All of things just absolutely stopped.
Over time, the ghosts of the Bieber home have returned. However, they are much less disruptive. Outside, though, there is still a lot of spiritual activity believed to be more directly associated with the Native Americans that once inhabited the land.
I personally have seen orbs outside. There was a Oneida woman that was here. I had said to her, I said, look at those orbs. I said, what are they? She said, Pat, those are the ancestors, and they appreciate the good job that you're doing.
The great thing about ghost stories is that they provide a window into the past, and whether you believe in spirits or not, you cannot ignore history. So to learn more about the history behind the Museum for Indian Culture, you can visit them in person Friday through Sunday between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Reporting for the Service Electric Network, I'm Courtney DuPont.